y'all, I have tons of products to review for you, things that I have been testing and trying over the past few weeks, and I am ready to share my full and complete thoughts with y'all. I've got stuff from the drugstore, I've got some high-end stuff, I've got some indie stuff, a lot of products to review. Let's jump into it. Getting started, let me tell you about a few products that I bought from NYX. I have been testing these, trying these, and I have my thoughts. So let's first talk about the NYX Face Freezie Cooling Primer and Moisturizer. So I bought this off the NYX site, and it claimed to be like cooling and smoothing primer, moisturizer all in one. And I think it's that. When I put it on, you can keep this in the refrigerator if you want to. I did read that on the NYX site. I don't keep products in the refrigerator. I just like to keep them where I can use them easily. And this one, it doesn't really have a scent. When I put it on at first, it is a bit cooling. Like, even though I don't keep mine in the refrigerator, I don't know why I'm swatching it. It's not like you can see anything, it's clear. But when I put this on, it is a bit cooling. The cooling effect doesn't last very long, which I like. Like, who wants to walk around all day with like their face slightly cooled? Maybe you do. Maybe in the summertime that would actually be nice. I don't know. But after a few minutes, the cooling does go away. I don't notice it anymore. But this primer is moisturizing and smoothing. That's kind of where it ends for me. It's very pretty. When I put it on, it feels nice and smooth. It feels like a good hydrating base for makeup, which I like. So if you're looking for a primer and you don't necessarily need something that's gripping to make the makeup last like all day long, if you don't need something from oil control or anything like that, I think you'll like this. I've enjoyed this for days where I just want a little extra hydration, want my face to feel nice and smooth and hydrated and good. I've been reaching for this. It's definitely not like a holy grail product for me, but I do think it's nice. I'm gonna keep it around, keep using it because, yeah, overall, I just feel like it's very nice. Okay, another thing that I bought from NYX is the Fat Lip Drip Oil, or Fat Oil Lip Drip. I don't know. This, to me, has such a good scent. So I have Supermodel, and it's like this fruity, like a packet of like Starburst or Skittles or something. It smells really good. This isn't a super thick lip oil. Now, I bought one that has a slight shimmer, and you can see, like, when I pull it up, like, there's a drip. But this is very much, to me, like a lip gloss lip oil hybrid. It doesn't feel overly oily. It doesn't feel overly glossy. It's really like you took a lip oil from maybe like the ColourPop lip oils and you took a NYX butter gloss and spun them around. That's what you would get with this. I really like it. I think it's very nice. Again, it's not going to be like a favorite lip oil for me, something that's just blowing everything else out of the water, but I do like it. And if you were looking for a good drugstore lip oil, I do recommend the lip oils from ColourPop. I've bought several of those and really like them, and now I know I really like the NYX too. And the smell, it's so good. So I've been enjoying this one a lot. Let's talk about these from Hard Candy. So Hard Candy sent me some of their eyeshadow markers. So the two I've been testing are the black one. So this is the matte shade in Lights Out and the matte shade in Stoned. I have used these both on their own. I've used these for like liner, kind of, not necessarily liner, but just like a little bit of shadow close to the lash line. I've used them as inner corner shade, and I've used these as like bases for shadow, not as an eye primer standalone, but to put on and just layer a shadow over top to kind of transform it. And I like these. I think they're really, really nice. They're very easy to use, just like this. You kind of draw it on, and then I will blend it out with a brush if needed. If I'm doing inner corner, I can usually like manipulate it just with this. I enjoy these. I think these are nice. I think it's a bit too emollient to use like all over as your standalone eye base. If you wanted to go like nothing underneath, just straight onto the lid with this black and then put shadow on top, I don't think that would work for me and my deep set eyes because I have lots of creases. I do have oily skin, so I rely on really heavy duty eye primers. But once I've primed my eyes, I'm doing my shadow, I want just a little black base or a little gray base. The shadows do layer in really well on top of these. So I like these. I think these are really good. I don't wear them on their own. It's just not like my preference when it comes to makeup to just throw on a cream shadow and go, but I do think those are really nice, and they do have some that have like a shimmer finish, I'm pretty sure. So if you're looking for good stick cream shadows, you may really like those. Okay, ColourPop sent me their Level Up Lengthening Mascara, and I am shocked at how much I like this. All of these products that I'm talking about today have been featured in videos on my channel, so if you want to see application, kind of more thoughts on these, like first impression thoughts, things like that when I'm applying these, definitely check out my channel. Today is just kind of like a roundup review, letting you know how I feel after I've been using them. This mascara, surprisingly, I really liked the first time I used it, and I've really enjoyed it. It is a thicker mascara, not super wet, not super liquidy, which I like, which I really like. The brush is very nice. It has a tapered end. I'm wearing this mascara today with just some half lashes from BK Beauty and Risa Does Makeup, but this is so beautiful. It's great on the lower lash line. I don't get transfer with this. My natural lashes are long, so when I put mascara on, sometimes I can get transfer throughout the day right down here, especially after I've been wearing this all day long, but it doesn't happen with this mascara. This mascara stays where I put it, and I'm very surprised at how much I enjoy this one. Okay, I also bought this Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush. Now, I have the shade Bold Heart. I am so happy about this blush. This is beautiful. If you are looking for a glowy blush that does not have sparkle or shimmer to it, but that is just very glowy and beautiful on the skin, look at these from Essence. It's not matte, but it's not shimmery. It just has a beautiful sheen to it. It gives a nice glow to the cheeks. These, I think, were like $5. I will link this and everything else I talk about down below, but this is definitely a drugstore product that lives up to the hype. I've seen so many people talking about these blushes, loving these blushes. They have several different shades, which I think is amazing, and I think it's such a pretty formula. It says silky, ultra smooth texture. I 100% agree with that. This is really beautiful. If you've been wanting to try a glowy blush, maybe you want to add something to your makeup routine, but you don't want to spend a ton, these are beautiful. I'm so happy with this, and I've gotten a lot of use out of it already. Okay, I've got a few other blushes that I've been testing. I love this Too Faced blush. This is the Cloud Crush Blurring Blush, and I bought the shade Candy Clouds. I know there are several different shades. This smells like summer to me. It smells like Hawaiian Tropic, SPF. It just smells like summer to me. It is such a good scent. If you don't like scent in your makeup, stay away from this though. When I put it on, I can smell it, and then it goes away after about a minute. Like, I can't smell it when I'm done applying it. But it smells so good, and I will tell you, I've been reaching for it a lot because it smells so good. Now, it's beautiful on the skin too. I really love pink blushes. I have always loved pink blushes. I'm so happy they're trending right now because I think a pink blush looks good on everybody. This one is really, really beautiful. It's that cool baby doll bubblegum pink. Very beautiful. I will say, I don't think it's a dupe for the Dior. I've seen tons of people try to dupe the Dior blush. In my opinion, I've never found anything to dupe it. But if you want something that's pink, you don't want to spend the Dior price, this is beautiful. It just doesn't give the same finish to the skin like the Dior does. There's something about that formula that the finish that it gives is just really, really beautiful and filtered. But I will say, this is probably like one of my top favorite baby doll pink blushes because it smells amazing, it applies beautifully, it's easy to build up in pigment, it's easy to sheer out in pigment. I always have a beautiful look with this blush. It's not tricky to work with. It's stunning. Okay, this blush from Haus Labs. I bought the shade Watermelon Bliss, and this is the Color Fuse blushes. This one, I can only speak to this one. This one from Haus Labs is very beautiful. Very, very nice. It's a matte blush. I really like matte blushes and then going over them with highlighters. I mean, I like glowy blushes. I like shimmery blush. I like all kind of blushes, right? But this is very pretty. I like a red blush like this. I think it's beautiful for the summertime. It looks very sun-kissed, almost sunburn, but in a healthy way, like a sunburn without the skin damage, you know? Really, really beautiful. This blush is pricey though, and if I'm going with formula, I do like the Too Faced better. I just feel like it's a little easier to blend, although this one is really pretty. And I have to say, like, Haus Labs, they nail it with the packaging. The packaging is very luxe and beautiful, and I do like this, but I'm not planning to pick up more shades in this one. Again, it's beautiful, it's pigmented, it's easy to work with. I like it a lot, but if I'm looking at my top favorite blushes, there's just something I like a little bit more about the Too Faced. Just a little easier to blend. It has that nice scent that just puts it a notch above the Haus Labs, in my opinion. Okay, that leads me into the Glamlite Chucky collection. I am wearing this blush today. This is the Blush Duo in Honor and Obey. I really like this. I'm wearing this blush today. I've reviewed Glamlite blushes before though, so I won't spend too long on that because I already know I like their blushes. I love this liquid liner from the Chucky collection. The tip on this is so fine. It's the liner that I'm wearing today. I like how fine the tip is. It goes on so easily, effortlessly. It doesn't move throughout the day. It's beautiful. Now the pencil I don't love. It's just a pencil liner to me. There's nothing like revolutionary. It's not like it just stays so much better than any of my other pencils. It's just a black pencil liner. I think it's good. I'm wearing it today. I use it. I'm just not like writing home telling all my friends and family to go buy it. Now this Glamlite, please bring this back, make this permanent. I'm gonna have to order another duo because I love how small the tip of this liner is. It's really, really beautiful. I'm so impressed with it. Okay, also from Glamlite, I won't spend too long on this either because I have talked about Glamlite lipsticks and lip liners and stuff before. I'm actually wearing the Tiffany lip liner today and the Tiffany and Chucky lipstick mixed together on my lips. I love the Tiffany and Chucky lip duo. I think Glamlite did a great job. I think these are beautiful. The liners are in a pencil format. They remind me a lot of the MAC lip pencils. I think they're really nice, really, really pretty. Definitely going to keep using those, and the same with the lipsticks. I really like, we have Chucky is a light color. Sorry, this is Tiffany. Tiffany is the darker color. Chucky is the lighter color. I do have a video on this full collection here on my channel. Let me make sure I put the right caps on the right lipstick, but both of these really creamy, beautiful bullet lipsticks. Okay, I'm also wearing an Unearthly Cosmetics lip gloss. Now, Unearthly launched a bunch of new lip glosses, and I bought 5. I bought 5 of them, and I'm probably going to buy more. I just stopped myself at 5. I was like, let me just order these. So I'm wearing the shade Juice on top of that Glamlite lip duo or trio because I'm mixed. I'm wearing the shade Juiced. I knew I loved Unearthly glosses. I had some of their glosses in their limited edition collections, their Cupid gloss and their Glint gloss. I'm so excited that they brought those back as permanent to their line. So I decided to go in and buy the shimmer glosses that I didn't have. Unearthly, favorite lip gloss. I think they feel so nice and light on the lips. They're not goopy or sticky, but they do stay around on the lips for a while. I've taken these traveling with me. I just think they're so beautiful. They're such a nice doe foot applicator. Don't be afraid of this Moss shade. This is a green gloss with a sparkle, but it is a very sheer gloss, and I like that very much. The shimmery glosses have enough pigment that you can see them, but you can also sheer them out if you want to. They're really, really beautiful, and the sparkle is so beautiful. Nice doe foot wand, and then there's like a snow globe up top, but instead of snow, you have glitter with like moons and stars, and I'm obsessed with these glosses, y'all. The glosses are good. Moss is so special. Where are all of mine? This isn't all of mine. I bought more because I'm just realizing I don't have Avery here in front of me. Avery must be in my purse or something like that because I bought more than these. But Zest is beautiful. It's an orangey tone. Really, really, really pretty. Definitely check these out if you're looking for new glosses. So good from an indie brand. Price point is great. I think these are under $15. I'm pumped about these. Again, if I have any discount codes, anything like that, I will definitely put it in the description box. Okay, next up in lips, I have Fenty. I bought 2 of the Velvet Liquid Lipsticks. I bought the shade Riri and Sea Sweet. I won't spend too much time talking about these because I feel like every time I use these in a video, I'm like, I really love these. I really love these. I bought the shade Riri. I really liked it. It's a nice whipped liquid lipstick. It's not transfer resistant, but it's very opaque. It's very non-drying, and it does last on the lips. It looks really, really, really beautiful. If you are having any type of dry lips and you're avoiding liquid lipsticks, I don't think these will bother you. They're just very flattering, very smoothing on the lips. I really like these so much so that I went back and bought a second shade, Sea Sweet. I just think those are really, really beautiful. I think they're comfortable on the lips, really nice shades. I hope they expand the line. Okay, this Pixi Rose Glow Mist. This is a makeup mist. I bought this off of the recommendation of a friend. I really like Pixi setting sprays. I have several of them, and I've loved every one for different reasons. And I was telling her how I like glowy setting sprays, and she was like, oh, you have to try this one if you haven't. So this one is really beautiful. It does smell like roses, but the scent doesn't linger. This is a glowy spray, so I think my dry skin friends, y'all are really gonna like this one because it does give a beautiful glow to the skin. I've really enjoyed this for not like a setting spray. It's not gonna lock my makeup in, but what it's gonna do is kind of take that powdery look away. And if I feel like I've made myself look a little too matte, or maybe I want just a little more glow, this is gonna give it to me. It has a really nice pump on it. You do kind of shake it, and you can see that mist is so fun. You can smell the rose, and then after about 30 seconds, the rose scent is gone, and you're just left with this beautiful glow to the skin. Okay, so if you watched my video with Allie Dawson, we swapped makeup for the makeup that we hate. And we definitely had some different opinions on things, but it was so fun. Both of us, we were looking a little terrifying by the end of our videos, but it was really fun. And one of the products Allie sent me was the Makeup Revolution. Oh, what is this even called? Makeup Revolution. What? This doesn't even have a name. Loose pressed powder. I will link this down below because I don't see the name. And I hated this. I hated this just as much as Allie. It's very weird. It's very messy. It's very, very finely milled, but so much so that it just kind of like settled weird into my lines. I hated it. I hated it. But I saw several comments of y'all telling me that you love this powder. So I was thinking, let me give this powder another chance because I am using it with other products that aren't amazing. Let me try this on a day where I'm wearing the makeup I love. No, I hate it. Trash. I have a trash beside me. Hate it. That was definitely a miss for me. Definitely a miss. I hate that powder so much. It settled weird. I swear it took me Like, it aged me by 1,050 years. I don't know. I looked like dry, dusty, crusty right around here. Not something I want to look. I hate that powder so much. Okay, Ciate London sent me their Dewy Blush Glossy Cheek Tint. This is a nice blush. It's a very nice liquid blush. I think this is going to be best suited for the barely there makeup where you're just using a few products. It's pretty, but it takes some layering for me. I love makeup. I want to layer it up. I want to be able to see it, have fun with it, appreciate it. I think this is better suited for a no foundation day. Maybe you're just doing a little bronzer, a little blush, some mascara, brow gel, out the door, lip oil, go. This is really pretty. It's just a little too sheer for me, and I have to build it up a bit. So I like it. I don't love it. I don't think I'm the perfect person for this one, but I definitely see who it is for. Half Magic sent me their brow sculpting gel, the Grippie brow. I like this a lot. Now, my holy grail is the Patrick Ta Major Brow Lamination. I've never seen anything that will compete with that. If you're looking for something that will stick your brows down, like you can really sculpt them, this is more for that brow hold without laying them flat. It definitely doesn't feel too glue-like, but I will say, this is probably my second favorite brow gel ever. When I want more of a fluffy look, I really want to fluff up my brows, but also have them not go anywhere. This is it. It's really, really pretty. And I do feel like it grabs hold of my very blonde brow hairs, because my brow hairs, like especially out here, are just about transparent. Really, it grabs a hold of those and lays them in a way that I really enjoy. I've been liking this one a lot. I love the color too. I know that's not part of it, but I do love the color of the packaging. This Milani brow, I bought this one. This is the Stay Up Liquid Brow Wax. I don't love this. This is what I have in today. Of course, I just added some of the Half Magic, but this is waxy, and when I feel it throughout the day, like if I touch my brows to check how they're doing, I can kind of feel that waxiness, which I don't like. It doesn't hold them up perfectly. Like they can definitely have a few that kind of fall out of place, just not looking right. So I wore this again today to give it one last shot, but I've been testing this, trying this, and I just don't love it. Like, it's okay, it's not amazing. Catrice did something with their Powerful 5 lip care. I have the Sweet Cherry. This is around $6, I think, and this is a beautiful, creamy, hydrating feeling bullet lipstick. Really, really nice. I don't like this paper packaging. That doesn't bother me, but it came with like a sticker and I can't get that sticky feeling off. But this is a nice bullet lipstick. I've used this several times just for a light wash of color. It's very beautiful. It's not super duper opaque, so if you want to go in with one swipe, you can definitely get a more sheer medium type of coverage lipstick. Go in with 2 coats, your full coverage, beautiful. Feels really hydrating. Doesn't feel like, I think it says there's watermelon, goji berry, cucumber. Yeah. Very, very, very nice bullet lipstick. Great price point, really pretty. Okay, Stila has this Heavenly Hue highlighter I've heard so much about, so I decided to buy this at Ulta. I have the shade Incandescent, so this is like a putty highlighter. I bought this because some of y'all were asking me if this was like the Rare Beauty highlighters. No, not at all. This is more like a ColourPop Super Shock. I am wearing this today, but I would say this is pretty and I like this, but I would totally recommend the ColourPop Super Shocks over this. And I actually think this one that came out in the Snow White collection is not a dupe. They're not the same. Let me see if I can give you a swatch maybe. They're not the same shade, but they're definitely reminiscent of one another. So let me swatch the Stila and I'll show you. Okay, so you can see the shades are not the same. Here I have ColourPop I Wish a Wish. Then I have the Stila Heavenly Hue, and then here I have ColourPop At First Blush. So the shade is not the same, but the finish on the skin is very similar. And I don't think the Stila is such a better formula that it justifies the high price point over the ColourPop. So, I mean, you can see the finish looks the same, even though this Heaven's Hue is a little bit more of an orangey hue compared to the ColourPop. Again, I'm wearing it, it's pretty, but I could buy several ColourPop Super Shocks for the Stila, and I don't feel like there's much of a difference in terms of how it applies on the skin, how it looks. I mean, I don't know. I like the Stila, but I don't love it, and I'm definitely not like, oh yeah, I have to repurchase more shades. Okay, last but not least, I want to talk about the Ace Beauté Ultimate Sculpt Face Palette. I am wearing this today, and I think this is really nice. I don't think this is going to be like a favorite cream contour for me, but I am going to keep using it. I really like that there's multiple shades so that you can mix and match. I just find it easier, like my Tarte Contour wand, I really like that. It's just easy to like draw on and blend and go. But if you're kind of in between shades, I think a face palette like this is really nice to mix, create your custom color, especially if you swing in skin tone a lot out in the sun. I'm sure I will be using this a lot this summer. I think it's really pretty, very easy to blend, lasts well on the skin. Alright y'all, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you enjoyed this speed review. I do have other products that I'm still reviewing that hopefully I will have ready for y'all soon. I did film this eye look as well, so that should be up as a short by the time you're seeing this. And I'm using this new Arttitude Cosmetics Maneater palette. I do have a video on that one as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing day. I will see you very soon in another video. Bye!